so I made a mod. Here's the process. So this mod adds a couple mobs, 4 mobs to be exact. The suspicious chickens are just basically reskins of normal chickens. The difference between them are their eye colors and their combs. There are 3 types of suspicious chickens. 2 have a 50% chance to spawn the giant killer chicken, which is the boss mob, and only one of them gets summoned by the boss, the giant killer chicken. The first type is the passive suspicious chicken, which won't attack the player. The second one is the aggressive suspicious chicken, which will attack on sight. And then the third is the summonable suspicious chicken and does not spawn naturally in the world. Here's a short clip of how the boss spawning procedure looks like. This is the chicken soldier. It spawns naturally in the world and is also naturally aggressive as well. It has a lot more health than the suspicious chicken and also does a lot more damage than a suspicious chicken that is aggressive. This is the giant killer chicken. It's not much different from a normal chicken except for the fact that it's giant. Humongous, whatever synonyms to giant, humongous, whatever, ginormous. Yeah, there's not much different. It's the boss monster of this mod. It's the goal. You need to kill this thing. So now we'll go on to the specifics of the giant killer chicken, which is the procedures and the faces and how I made like a giant boss monster face type thing. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's something like that. But so here's some clips of how it looks like, and yeah. So this is like a sped up version of how I made the first iteration of the boss faces and whatnot. So this is what I was doing here, was like trying to like make it so like whenever the player is near the giant killer chicken, I'm just gonna call it the chicken from now on because it's a mouthful to say giant killer chicken. I was gonna say like whenever the player's near, it's gonna do this thing. So in this case, I was gonna say spawn entity feather meteor. Feather meteor is like a giant meteor that's gonna fall from the sky and explode essentially. And this is the first iteration that I later changed to something else later on. So this is the second iteration of the giant chicken near thing. It's basically when the chicken attacks you, it will randomly activate one of these procedures. In this case, it'd be either spawning the feather meteor a bunch of times or setting the location like 10 blocks up in the sky. Because I also had like another procedure for when the giant chicken fell, it would then explode the ground. So this is the third iteration of the boss procedure things I was trying to make. So basically I was trying to make it so it's like a health thing, so when the giant chicken was hurt at like a certain point, so at this point half health, when the giant chicken reached half health, it was going to spawn a bunch of minions. In this case, it's suspicious chicken number 2. There was, like I said, there was 3 different types, the passive, aggressive, and then the summonable one. At this point of this clip, I hadn't made the summonable one, I hadn't thought of it. So right now, in placeholder in this clip is only suspicious chicken number 2. I can't say that word. But yeah, in this clip it's only number 2. The third one will come later and I will change it and whatnot. I just hadn't made number 3. And this little tiny spot right there is a procedure for changing the blocks around the chicken. So it would replace grass blocks around the chicken into magma blocks, so the player would step on it and then burn himself. It wasn't, at this point, it wasn't going to replace just grass blocks, it was going to do any type of block. And I did change this later on to something else because this didn't work. So the chicken soldier wasn't a planned addition. It was just kind of something I did on the spur of the moment when I was making it. I'm like, wait, I should add a different type of mob for like chicken related stuff, for like another summable type mob. But it's not like fully a minion summable mob, because in this case it does spawn naturally. So basically I made this as like a summable minion mob for the giant killer chicken to summon. This is the process that I went to make it, which is kind of just mutilating the chicken model itself and just making it walk on the two legs and making it look like that monstrosity. It looks so... I don't know what I was thinking when I made it. I just thought it was hilarious to go and do it like this. I thought it was funny. So that's what I did. I made it look like this. And yeah, that's kind of how I made the chicken soldier. And I'm kind of proud of it, actually. I kind of like it, how it looks. It's kind of funny. So this is the 4th iteration of the boss making procedure, I guess. So I'm just adding on to it. I guess it's not really the 4th one, still adding on to the 3rd. But anyways, I'm gonna go 4th anyways. So I'm basically just adding on to the already existing procedure. In this case, I am making it summon more mobs. In this case, this little fast clip that goes by, I'm adding in suspicious chicken number 3. So it wasn't originally planned. I just kind of added it because I just remembered that suspicious chicken number 1 and 2 both summon the giant killer chicken. So if I summon more of those number 1s and numbers 2, it's gonna spawn even more giant killer chickens. And I'm like, wait, can't do that. That's kind of a bit too much. As much as I want to make this hard, that's a bit too much, making more boss monsters spawn with the already existing one. So I needed to make a different one that didn't have the procedure to summon the boss monsters. So that's what I did. I had to make number 3. And so in this case, right here, I am adding in another one. So this is divided by 6. Max health of the event/target entity divided by 6 is equal to the current health of the entity. The equal sign getting changed later on. I needed to change it to like a greater than sign or less than sign. I don't remember because I messed it up, the signs and stuff, like quite a bit of time. So I'm not really sure what I have it at now. So in this case, so basically what I'm doing right now, I was going back and changing a bunch of the parameters and the numbers and stuff to make it better, summon more. So in this case, right here, what I'm doing is setting the giant chicken to invulnerable, can't get killed or attacked or anything like that. It's invincible for 251 ticks. Summoning the meteor is like a custom projectile thingy that I made, and then when it hits the ground or a player, it explodes. So basically it's saying, okay, this chicken, repeat this thing 50 times and summon the meteor 50 times with a tick wait time of 5 in between each thing. So in this case, I am now doing this where trying to make the chicken like shoot a giant meteor at the player, and I don't think I kept it at all. I kind of think I got rid of that, and I think I changed it to a fireball at the end, maybe. I think I changed it to a fireball at one point. I don't know when I did that, but I did. But yeah. Okay, so now I'm changing that part to the set location thingy, which I later got rid of. So this is the last of the recorded clips that I have. So any fixes that I did off camera. So all the fixes that I did to the boss making procedure did not record at all. I was kind of like testing everything after I was done recording all those last clips. And so this clip right here is the next day, which is the same day that I'm recording and editing all the videos together. And so yeah, this is the last of it. So basically what I'm doing is now I'm going to make a procedure to summon evoker fangs in a circle around the giant chicken. So what I'm doing right now is that I got a procedure template, which was check for a block in a spawn particles in a spherical shape. So I modified that procedure template mCreator has to change it into spawn entities in a circular shape. So I got rid of the Y value part, and I just did X and Z, so it would spawn somewhat in a circular thing. It didn't really spawn it in a circular pattern. I'm saying that now because I did test this after I was done recording this clip. It does not spawn in a circular shape at all. But it works good enough that it does kind of go around the chicken at least. So that was good. It did part of what I wanted. So yeah. As what I'm doing here is that I'm kind of like making like spawn evoker fangs in a circular shape around the giant chicken. So now I'm going to go place this up into the very top of the procedure, or the very top of the procedure, and I'm going to export it because I wanted to test it out with like an item, like a right click function type item. But yeah, so now you can see, like, you can see how I changed it up. I had to change it up to if and max health of the entity is divided by 2 is greater than the current health of the entity, is going to do that, and get the logic of global phase 0 equal true false. I had to add in global variables because when I was testing this out, it would continually summon every single mob no matter what when I was hitting it. So it didn't matter what the health value was. Every time I hit it, it would do it. It would just spawn everything, and it almost crashed my game because of how much entities were spawning. Plus, with the meteors that are like dropping down at a constant rate, like 50 times and stuff, and the explosion radius, I put them very big for some reason, and I don't know why. Okay, so now you can see that I export the procedure. I put into the stick of doom. This is like a testing thingy that I added in. You can also see the chicken slayer thing right there, which is an enchant that I added in later, because I wanted to make like an enchant to do all that. So now I'm going to show all the procedures that I did off camera. I'm just showing it off, how I changed it all. So if you really want to copy it and like do something yourself, copy it. This one you need to copy. Any of the later stuff is wrong. Don't copy that. You'll go into a bunch of problems. I had to fix all of it. So yeah, that's the thing. This is the Chicken Slayer enchant. And I also had to change it in this little tiny clip right here, because this is protection. I didn't realize it was protection values right there, and this is not a protection enchant. It's a damage enchant specifically for chicken type mobs. In this case, the chicken soldiers, the suspicious chickens, and the giant chicken. That's what I can do. And this is the whole procedure for the enchant itself, that it does more damage depending on the level of the enchant and whatnot. That's pretty much it in terms of the process I made to make this mod. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I mean, haven't done this before, so this is the first time I've actually like really edited something like this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and like maybe I'll make something in the future like this. And maybe I'll make more videos of me just making mods and stuff. I mean, I kind of like making random mods, so if you guys enjoy this type of stuff, I mean, like the video and subscribe and comment or something saying I want to see more of this stuff. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching.